in, well, Welwyn Garden City, and this is a place called the Galleria, which is a massive shopping barn. I was going to say mall, it's more of a barn. We just thought we'd come somewhere where we can get away from the cold and the misery that is the English winter. So here we are. It's not going to be a long vlog because, you know, it just isn't. It's just a mall, isn't it? It's just a shopping mall. They're all bloody same, really. If you come with kids, there's this huge play area that you can set your little rugrats loose in and don't worry about them for a few hours, I guess. So we finished the first part. I've successfully bought 3 tops because it's cold and I need more layers. And now we're going to go through this walkway that's in front of us to the other side and see more of the Galleria. All the way down the walkway is just restaurants, and then we get to the cinema. We're going to Pizza Express. I love a good pizza. Just had a beautiful starter of calamari. Now we're waiting for our American style hot pizza. It's just so good. No bought in basis, it's all made here in the premises. Very delicious. The thinnest, most deliciously juicy pizza I've ever had. Really good. I thought I would give you a walk around, show you where we are. We're in a place called Welwyn Garden City, and this is a campsite called Commons Wood. It's absolutely, well, that's cold. So we're just going to walk around sort of the perimeter of the site. It's very nice. One of the good things is it's not that far from Hatfield, Stevenage. It's basically on the outskirts of London, North London. I think the nearest tube station would be down in Barnet, which isn't that far away if you wanted to go into London. Something that I find really amazing here. I'm going to show you this area. This area goes all the way down to the bottom. This is storage. These caravans are owned by people, or motorhomes, or camper vans, like this huge thing here. They are owned by people, but at the end of the season, or at the end of their season, when they've given up touring, they put them in storage. To give you an idea, that auto trailer over there, and the one next to it, they're new. You're paying £60,000 plus for one of those machines. Caravans, not so much, but obviously these things here, that's probably more like £200,000 or more. And there's a whole field full of them, and wherever you go in the country there are storage areas like this with just so many vans in storage. People seem to have so much money they just can leave it lying around. Our plan when we leave the UK, which is looking increasingly unlikely of course thanks to this new variant Omicron, and also the fact that Malaysia really isn't getting a grip at all on the whole COVID situation. But our plan is we're going to sell poison ivy when we leave. If we can't sell it, we'll leave it in the hands of my niece, and she'll try and sell it for us for, you know, a fee, which is fair enough. Dear Google Maps, having the expand arrows right next to the cross to turn it off, it's not a good idea, is it? No. Right. We are just leaving Welwyn Garden City. Had a few days here. We came up to see some friends. Due to COVID situation, we didn't see as much of them as we wanted to, but we did get to go out for a meal at a nice pub. Now we're heading down to a place called Billericay, which any fans of the Enduro will know is where Billericay comes from, and he's doing very well. Anyway, that's where we're going now. We're going to visit some of my wife's relatives down in Southend, or that area, Southend-on-Sea. We've been quite lucky. A lot of the countries had lots of snow. We had a flurry, but that flurry didn't last long, so we are clear at the moment. I still have my broken mirror, which has depressed the hell out of me because, well, first of all it costs a lot, but secondly it's just such a stupid thing to do. I mean, I had no choice. I didn't do it on purpose. I had this on a narrow road. You got to get out of the way of oncoming traffic, and I guess we were both pretty tight. And instead of there being a hedge where I was, there was obviously a tree branch or a pole or something, and it just smashed the mirror. So that's good. Anyway, so weather today is very mild compared to how it has been. It has been bloody freezing, frankly. So we're layering up. Now we're heading effectively towards Hatfield, then we go on to the A1M, and then the lovely M25. Oh yeah. On the M25, and thankfully, it's relatively quiet, so we can just drive gently. Get to our next place in 34 minutes according to Google Maps, which is about 10 minutes too early. Can't really go on site till 1 o'clock, but plus 10 minutes between friends, hey? Well, there you go. See, I thought we were doing well on the M25. There wasn't any incidents, but we have an incident, so we're now down to 30 miles an hour.